Today we're going to be studying mathematics
and emerges from the second mirror.
These words sound
Be your teacher for today.
Sure.
Hi everyone, you're welcome to the 6th lesson in the Module 3 of our Mathematics Online Home Lesson. Today we're going to be talking about construction of 2 and 3 dimensional shapes. Now it's kind of a practical class, but we'll try as much as possible to make it participatory so that you could understand. We want to try to construct shapes, 2 and 3 dimensional shapes, using cardboard paper. Okay, we'll be using a cardboard paper, tape, scissors, ruler, and I'll be using the pencil to take the marks. So come along. We've learned 2-dimensional shapes. 2-dimensional shapes are flat shapes. So we have square, rectangle, circle, and triangle as examples. To construct a square, you need to measure a particular length for the 4 sides. A square has all the 4 sides equal. So to measure a square, whatever size you want to take, let's take 10 centimeter, a square of 10 centimeter. We know that all the sides would be 10 centimeter. So what you need to do on your cardboard paper is you get a ruler and then measure 10 centimeter, 4 square, 4 sides, 10 centimeter this way, 10 centimeter this way, 10 centimeter this way, and 10 centimeter this way. Then you have a square. You could cut out that, then you have a square. For a rectangle has opposite sides equal. A rectangle has opposite sides equal. This side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. So whatever measurement you want to take, you know that whatever measurement you take here, you also take the same measurements here. Whatever measurement you take here, you take the same measurements here. Let's take, for instance, I want a rectangle of, say, 14 centimeter, and here, say, 8 centimeter. I take my cardboard paper. Please ensure you try this at home. Take your cardboard paper. You measure 14 centimeter. 14 centimeter this way. Okay. 8 centimeter this way. Okay. Another 14 centimeter this way, and 8 centimeter this way, 4 sides, and you cut with your scissors. For a circle, I could use a compass, and then placing my pencil equally. When I've gotten this at the same point, all right, I tighten this. I have a particular radius. You know, a circle is a rounded figure. Okay, I want to get this, say, a radius of 4 centimeter. So I try to measure 4 centimeter on my ruler. 4 centimeter. Okay. The pointed end of the compass on 0. And I'll extend the pencil until it gets to 4. Okay, this is 4. Now I've gotten 4 centimeter on my ruler. I now take my cardboard paper and then get a midpoint and make a round curve. So this is my circle of radius 4 centimeter. I cut off this. So with this, I've shown you how to construct a square, a rectangle, a circle. A triangle will depend on the type you want to form. Remember, we have different types of triangle. So depending on the type, that gives you the measurements you want to use. Okay, let's move on to three-dimensional shapes. Three-dimensional shapes are solid shapes. We have examples of cube, cubebird, cylinder, and so on. In our third lesson in this module, we learned how to draw the cube and the cubebird. Now we want to learn how to construct the cube and the cubebird, the cylinder also. Remember, I mentioned in the previous lesson that the basic shape of a cube is a square. It's a square. So what I need to do is I measure a given range, say 10 centimeter, and I have to get 6 squares to measure that to get a cube. I have done something like that, and then I'll show this to you. Okay, can you see this? This is the net shape of a cube. The net shape of a cube. I used 10 centimeter for this particular shape. You could use whatever length you want to, but please do ensure you practice this on your own. I chose 10 centimeter, so I measure 10 centimeter all through, and then I have something like this cut out from a cardboard paper. So by the time I cut out this from the cardboard paper, what I had left is this. I've cut out the net shape of a cube from this. So what I need to do is fold. I need to fold. See what I'm doing? I fold, and then this is where the tape, the use of the tape comes in. I use the tape to hold it up together, or you could use a gum if you do have one. So we've taped this round and we have a cube. You see, it's not a difficult thing. All right, so that's for a cube. Now for a cube bird, the basic shape for a cube bird is a rectangle. Now we'll be needing different types of rectangle to get a cube bird. I did something like this. Okay, can you see what I have here? For a cube, I used 10 centimeter all through because the basic shape is a square. Here, the basic shape is a rectangle, different types of rectangle. So here, I have 16 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 8 centimeter, 16 centimeter. I have another 12 centimeter, 8 centimeter, and I was able to cut out this from a cardboard. By the time I finished cutting out this from the cardboard, I had this left. Okay, this was what I cut out. Can you see this? So you can try this on your own. And like we did for the cube, by the time we tape this round, just like we did for the cube, you would have a cubebird. So this is the net of a cubebird. All right, after joining the net shape together, we have a beautiful cubebird. Can you see it's not difficult? Please do try this on your own. All right, for a cylinder too, like I showed you how to get a circle using your compass and your pencil on the cardboard. The same thing here. We on the cardboard paper pick. I want you to please try this on your own. pick out this 3.5 centimeter, have a circle, another circle, and then a rectangle. By the time you cut out this, you'll be able to join together to get a cylinder. Okay, the next topic we want to talk about steel cubes, cuboids, and cylinders. We want to show that they are prisms. In one of our topics in Module 3, we talk about the pyramid, we talk about the prism. Now, when you have a solid shape that could be made by placing, a layer that could be made by placing a circle, a triangle, a square, or other shapes of the same, exactly the same size on top of each other. You are placing them in layers. A solid that can be built in layers by placing a square or a circle or a triangle or other shapes of exactly the same size on top of one another. You call that a prism. That layer is called a cross section. It's called a cross section. So a prism consists of cross sections of different shapes. Let's take some examples. I said solids that could be formed or that could be built in layers by placing a square, circles, triangles, or other shapes of exactly the same size in layers is called a prism. A prism is a solid with a uniform, equal cross section. So we want to show that cubes, cuboids, cylinders are all examples of prisms. That means if I get a cylinder and I cut through any point of the cylinder, what I'll get will be a circle. So this is a circular prism, or you call it a cylinder. This is a triangular prism with a triangle as the basic shape. This is a rectangular prism, a cuboid, with a rectangle as a basic shape. And this is a square prism, or you call it a cube, with the basic shape of the square as the uniform layers you get. So I hope you understood that. So cubes, cuboids, and cylinders are prisms. Just like we did in one of our lessons, we want to look at the properties of cubes, cuboids, and other shapes. Let's look at a cuboid, for instance. Or let's use a cube, because in the previous lesson we used a cuboid. All right. This is a cube. We want to look at the vertices, the faces, the edges. All right, it has 6 faces. 6 faces. Let's try to do this. The other time I used a carton of a biscuit as a cuboid. Now I want us to try to indicate this from a diagram. The face, a flat surface. So for the face, you have this particular side 1, this side 2, this side 3, this bottom side 4. Okay, the top side 5, and this other edge 6. So we have 6 faces. Now let's look at the vertices. A point where 2 edges meet. Let's look at the vertices. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 vertices. 8 vertices. Now what about the edges? The edges. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 12 edges. We're able to recognize 12 edges, 6 faces, and 8 vertices. Please try drawing a big cube on your exercise book and try to count out these edges, vertices, and faces. It will be fun. Next. All right, I hope today's lesson was fun and you want to try out something on your own. Construct the following shapes using cardboard sheets or cartons and identify all the edges, the faces, and the vertices. I need you to please construct a cube, a cubed, and a cylinder. This brings us to the end of the 6th lesson in Module 3 of our Mathematics Online Home Lesson. I'm glad you are part of this lesson, and we just have one topic left for this module to be over. Remember, you have an examination to write at the comfort of your home at the end of this module. Thank you and bye-bye.